Hello everyone, welcome to the wellness plan. We are going to do a little bit of a stretch and strengthen routine for our knees. Just this month I was reading an article that mentioned that our knees actually have many chakra centers in them. Remember, the chakra system is the energy centers that run mid-center of our body, and there's 7 of them. They run from the very bottom of our body, the core down in here, pelvic area, all the way up to the crown of our head. And there are also many chakras, as I learned, in the knees. And the article went on to say that when you are having issues with being stuck in the past, then you will start having pain in the backside of your knees. And we have to remember the importance that our knees play in our life, because the article said that our legs, our knees are walking us forward into the future. So we want to point them forward so that we can have the best positive energy to take us forward in our life and leave that negative, that past behind us. So I thought that was really interesting. There's also Reiki for the knees and ankles and feet. So you can just YouTube a video. That's what I did, and you will find some of the Reiki music for it. What Reiki is it's just a healing psychology, and you just move the energy through your body without any physical touch. So that helps you just to focus on those areas that you're trying to relieve pain from and to strengthen. So remember, our muscles have pain because of 2 reasons. Number 1, they're overused, and 2, they're weak. So we need to stretch and strengthen when we have pain. The stretch is to reduce the tightness in the muscle, and the strengthening is to help it tone up so that it doesn't hurt as much. So this is a routine for the knees so that you can help to get some strength, and then we will finish with some stretches. These are some of the favorite ones that I do, and they don't take very long. You can do them anytime throughout the day. Most of them will be in a seated position, so I will be using the chair today. If you don't have a chair, the couch or the edge of the bed is fine as well. So let's get started. First, you want to strengthen. Just going to move my chair a bit. We're going to do a modified chair pose. So toes are touching, knees are touching, hands come to heart center, and then you just squat down as if you're going to sit in the chair. And you just want to be able to be brushing right up against that chair. You're going to keep your heart forward and up, and you can hold this position for 30 seconds. I think we're probably at about 10 right now. So we'll just continue on, so that way you can see how this pose is supposed to be held. And what you want to do is you want to just maintain the hold, and this is really good for your knees. You're using a lot of those muscles in the hamstrings, the quads, all of that area. When your hamstrings hurt is when you get a lot of pain. When we're in a seated position all day, we tend to have tightened hamstrings. The next part of this stretch, actually it's not a stretch, the strengthening, excuse me, is to wrap your right knee around your left leg and tuck it under, and then slowly get back into that chair pose. As you can see, my legs are shaky, so this depends on balance and strength as well as stability. So you can hold this again for 30 seconds, and it is a pose that is going to really be placing the focus on your left knee right now. Okay, come up. The last part of this is just to do the other side. So wrap that left leg and tuck it into on the right, and then lower. And you can go as low as you can. Remember, this is about your ability. This isn't about a competition. We do yoga to improve strength, to stretch, and to feel better. So wherever you're at, you never make yourself feel bad about it. Just relax and do your best. So I think we've got about 10 seconds left on this one, and then we'll come up. Okay, so that's it for the strength part, because those alone will be very demanding on your body. You can repeat them 2 to 3 times if you choose. Now we're going to do some of the stretches I talked about. So we need to stretch out these hamstring muscles. So you want to have your foot flat on the floor. Your leg needs to be straight. We don't want a bent knee here. You can place your palms of your hands on top of right above your kneecap, and just lean into this. You want to make sure you have that flat, neutral back, and just lean into the stretch. Take some deep breaths. This stretch can be held for a good 30 seconds to a minute. And just really feel it, go a little bit deeper as you inhale, come up, and then deepen the stretch as you go down. One more breath. Feels really good. So let's switch to the other side. Hopefully you'll be able to see what I'm demonstrating here the best that you can. So we're going to just go ahead and lean into that stretch. Let's be here for a good 3 breaths in and 3 breaths out. One more. And again, that can be repeated 2 to 3 times depending on the time that you have. All right, the next stretch I'm going to demonstrate, you're going to want your back touching the back of the chair, and you're going to just have your feet flat on the floor and lift one leg at a time. And while you lift that leg off the floor, you want to be turning your ankle toward the wall, your foot toward the wall. And I usually do about 10 of these at a time, and then I repeat it 3 times. So it's a really good stretch. You're really going to feel this around your kneecap. It helps to also get that synovial fluid flowing in your joints again. That is the fluid that helps kind of to grease them. So let's go ahead and do that. I think we're on about 9 on this side. You'll notice that this is a really easy but very effective stretch. And you'll notice that you feel it underneath as well. So enjoy this stretch as you are able to just do it sitting at a desk, while you're watching TV, while you're working at the computer. It's a really nice stretch that you can work into your daily routine. Not much has to be done to get this stretch in at any part of your day. So let's do one more repetition of the 10. That way you can really feel the benefit of this stretch. So you want to make sure you're giving your muscles a good stretch so that way they can relax. That will help those hamstrings and those quads to not be so tight. That's what's usually causing that knee pain, especially the hamstrings. So let's switch for the last time to the left leg, and we'll finish up our 10 on this side, and then I'll show you one other stretch that I think you're going to like as well. All right, I think that's 9, 10. All right, the last stretch that I'm going to show you is in a standing position. Scoop my chair back a bit so that way it's not in the way. And what you want to do is you want to just be bending at the knees, place your hands on top of the knees, and you're just going to rotate to the left. And I usually do this 10 times. Another really good stretch for that kneecap. And then I'm going to rotate to the right. And another 10 times, just like that. and then back to the left. So I do the 3 repetitions. That usually is enough to give me some relief and to help that knee really feel like it has a good stretch going on. Again, to the right. So that way you can feel it just relaxing and releasing. You know, we sit so many hours of the day, and I'll just turn to the other side and we'll to the left side and we'll finish that up. And we don't realize how much we are causing our muscles to shorten and tighten, and that's what's causing this pain. That was the last stretch. So that is the strength and stretch routine for the knee. So I hope that you enjoyed it, and let's move forward into our future with this positive energy and leave the past behind. I hope to see you soon. Until then, honor your mind, body, soul, and spirit. Thank you.